Hi, everybody. Angel here. Hope you're doing great. And I wanted to come on today and talk about relationships. And the topic for today is, are your relationships strong or a work in progress? What I wanted to talk about today is a wide range of relationships. A lot of times when we think about relationships, we think about relationships with other people. And I want to expand that scope to include, yes, our relationship with others, our relationship with food, with animals, with planet Earth, with your source, and with yourself. And I would super love to know how you're doing, how your relationships are doing. So let me know in the comments or send me a direct message. I'd be happy to hear from you. And I'm going to kick it off with food because, of course, we focus a lot on food. And so, my question is, regarding your relationship with food, are you eating food that's healthy, high energy, high vibration, high hydration, high nutrition, high fiber, all those wonderful antioxidants? Or are you eating food that's weighing you down, that's lowering your energy, lowering your vibration? Are you eating animal-based foods, processed foods that have had the fiber and nutrition stripped out from them, that have had the hydration and energy stripped out of them through processing, or because in the first place, they didn't really have a lot of the necessary energy and nutrition that we need? Are you eating the same foods over and over again? Are you eating the rainbow? Are you getting all of your colors, your reds, oranges, yellows, greens, blues, purples, whites, browns, and blacks? All of your colorful plant foods. Are you rotating your foods? Or are you kind of settling for monotony, for boredom, for repetition? That's still a relationship with food. How are we treating ourselves through our consumption of food? Are we eating foods that are helping us or harming us? Are we educating ourselves about the nutrients in food, about the energy in food, the high vibration, high frequency energy, the powerful energy in food? Are we studying what is in the food, and what the benefits of the foods that we are consuming really are, and not just what's, basically put in the marketing and advertising and commercials and all of that. And so basically, obviously I am a proponent and an advocate of plant-based foods. And so I would highly encourage you, if you're listening to this at some point, to, really, really, really dive deep into the plant foods. Your fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, herbs, and spices, they're going to carry you through. I heard a few years ago someone say, I was taking part in a workshop. And the leader of the workshop said something that was really, 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 really powerful for me. And she said basically that food is information. And that really, really stuck with me. And it's a very powerful concept and a very powerful awakening, that the food that we put in our bodies is giving our bodies information. Is it, quote, good, unquote, information, or is it, quote, bad, unquote, information? That's the question, right? And so it's something to think about. Our relationships with animals. Do we have a good relationship with animals, or do we see animals as objects, as food, as products, as clothing, as services, entertainment, transportation, as things to be used for our convenience, for our diet and lifestyle? Or are we respectful of animals, and not only just certain animals like pet dogs and pet cats, for example, but are we really tapped into the understanding that all animals are sentient beings with feelings and emotions, and the right and the will, the desire to live and to thrive in the true essence, the real role that they were born to, or they were created to fulfill on this planet? And the reason I switch from the word born to created is because Most of the animals on planet Earth are actually born through artificial means. It's not a natural means that these animals are born. They are bred and then fed to humans. So, but originally, their true roles are very, very different from the roles that we as humans have imposed upon them. Our relationship with planet Earth. Do we have a respectful relationship with planet Earth, or are we using and abusing the natural resources of planet Earth by polluting the water, the air, the soil, either directly or indirectly by the products and services that we either create and or support? Or are we gentle and caring and kind and loving and respectful and grateful for the beautiful natural resources of planet Earth? It's something to think about, something I think about. I originally considered myself an environmentalist before I became vegan. And so I really, have deep respect for planet Earth. Thanks for joining. Our relationships with other humans. Are we involved in loving, kind, and caring relationships with other humans? Are we respecting the boundaries of other humans? Are we a good listener? Are we a good companion? Are we gentle and kind? Or are we harsh and critical and mean and condescending and disrespectful? Are we forgiving of others? Are we open to listening to other people's point of view? Are we involved in reciprocal two-way relationships, or are they one-way? Are they mutually beneficial, or are they very selfish? Are you seeking help from others when you need it, or are you trying to do it all on your own? Are you getting counseling, therapy, coaching whenever you need it, or are you trying to do it all on your own? The other element that I want to talk about as well, thanks for joining, is also the relationship with your source. Whatever it is you believe is your higher source, your universal source. Some people think of a creator. What's your relationship? What is our relationship with source, with this energy that is greater than ourselves? Do we tap into and tune into a higher source greater than ourselves? That's a relationship. And finally, to wrap this up, I'm going to land on the topic of the relationship with ourselves. So a lot of times when we talk about relationships, we think of relationships with other people. Thanks for joining. But what we want to also keep in mind and focus on and nourish and flourish and feed is the relationship with ourselves. Are we setting the proper boundaries with ourselves and others so that we are actually respecting our own desires, so that we're thriving and flourishing? Or are we trying to please everybody? A lot of us, including myself, grew up being people pleasers. So it's very, very difficult, sometimes to have a really good and strong relationship with ourselves. Are we getting enough high nutrient and high vibration plant foods in our diet? Enough hydration, enough sleep, enough exercise, sunshine, fresh air, meditation, deep breathing, rest and relaxation, entertainment? Are we setting personal goals, aspirations, targets, objectives? Are we dreaming about what we want to achieve to make ourselves better people and to make the world a better place? This is also a part of relationships, a part of our connection to ourselves, not just with other people. So, a lot of us hear these buzz expressions: self-care, self-worth, self-love, self-confidence, self-respect. All of those are part, obviously, of the relationship with ourselves. And so I have learned the hard way to also focus on the relationship with myself and not just focus externally on other people. And we do that through various means, like I was just mentioning, food, exercise, sleep, etc. So I would super love to hear how you're doing. Please let me know in the comments. Obviously, we are all a work in progress. This is not any type of critique on anybody. I am a work in progress. We're all a work in progress. Nobody is perfect. It's not about being perfect. It's not even about striving to be perfect. It's not about metrics and measurements and statistics and data and all of that. It's really just about doing the best we can, striving to improve, just to be our best selves, our highest selves, our true selves. One step at a time, and to do the least amount of harm to ourselves and to others along this journey we call life. And so I just wanted to come on and chit chat for a few minutes. And, if you need any help along your life journey, by all means, please reach out to me, send me a direct message. I'd be happy to set up a call and help you along your journey, whether it's for your food diet, your lifestyle diet, your goals and dreams and aspirations, your relationships with others and with yourself, of course. So I am here to support and to collaborate with anyone who would like my help. So with that, I am going to wrap this up and put a bow on it. And thank you all so very much for joining, either live or on the replay, wherever you are in the world. And I wish you a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. And take good care, everybody. Bye-bye.